Greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical here. Things are moving fast and furious. I'm just going to sit here in my dressing room and make this quick video. It's been stressing me out that I've been off the radar with you guys for so long. And hopefully you'll understand. I mean, obviously, my South African family and friends over there, you understand that I know you're going through shit, but our country is basically either going to save itself in the next couple of weeks or it's not going to exist. In any way or shape or form that we recognize it. So that and family things, just a lot of preoccupation. I remember, back when we hosted the South African family, I was shocked that the South Africans couldn't. There were words they couldn't say or they'd be arrested, with the K word. And I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe it, because I was raised in a country that valued free speech over everything. I mean, even hate speech is free, should be protected. That's the way this country was founded. And slowly, not slowly, pretty quickly, the communists that have infiltrated our country, the fifth column of so-called educators and the media and all the people that are at the controls and have been planting these seeds of communism for years and years and years, they've ramped up their efforts to the point that now I'm thinking, holy shit, was I wrong about America being able to be free from that shit? Our censorship is off the charts. It's really very close to what you folks in South Africa are dealing with and other communist countries. So we're in a battle for our survival like you are. And that keeps me keeps me fully occupied. So as an example, I mean, I called a cocksucker on Facebook, and I'm on a 30-day ban from Facebook. Nothing. It's just constantly they're trying to shut me down. TikTok literally bans almost every fucking video I make. So I've gone to Clapper, and I've said this before, and I think if you Google News Clapper is the proper name for it. I'm under the name LMS Tactical, and that's one of the very few free speech platforms that's available right now, and you can pretty much say anything you want as long as it's not illegal. And so I mean, they verified me in a very short time. My numbers, I've only been on there for a few weeks, and I'm fucking skyrocketing. So it's become my favorite place to make videos. The limit is 3 minutes, but you can always do them in parts too. But not just to see me. If you want to hear the truth about what's happening in America, and somebody in South Africa said they couldn't get to it, but try to get this to News Clapper. It's an app, and just check out. There's a hell of a lot of good content creators. Everybody that was on TikTok is shifted over to Clapper. My fucking jaw hurts. I've been sleeping with my teeth gritted from the stress of all this bullshit. But what else was I going to tell you? My mind is going 1,000 miles a minute here. So again, this video is for everybody, but the people in South Africa have let me know, that they are forced to watch CNN and only CNN, so they have no idea what's going on in our country. Before I get to that, I want to talk about YouTube. I've been off of YouTube for a while for a number of reasons. YouTube changes policies, and I haven't read them, but it was on the news here, and it's all over the place that they are heavily restricting content. And I'm just a free speech guy. I mean, if you're not gonna let me speak my mind, I don't want to fucking be on your site. So I'll stick with YouTube because so many of you are following me there. But I've got to be real careful now because it's controlled by these communists. According to their new policy, they'll take off, and they've removed videos that question the COVID-19 thing. They almost used a different word. I got to be careful now. I feel like I'm in fucking the old former Soviet Union. But if you question the validity of the election, they take your shit off. It's full fucking communist censorship. So, when you're a guy like me, what the fuck do you talk about? If you're not going to speak the truth, if you're not able to speak your mind, what the fuck? So that's kept me down too. But what's happening in America? We're coming to a head here really quick. And I'll give a terrible description. It's not going to be, I'm not going to break everything down because it would take too long. And, I don't know code numbers and shit like that. But in a nutshell, to gloss over it, basically, tomorrow is a deadline for a executive order that Trump had put into place years ago that basically says that if they can prove outside influence and interference in our election, that basically the whole machine stops, and there's all these other things that kick in. That deadline is tomorrow. There's a lot going on. Some of the judges in our courts have clearly been compromised, in my opinion, because they're ruling against Trump. It's not over. It's nowhere near over. Right now, we have a very, very, very real possibility of our country going into martial law here in the next, maybe in the next few days or in the next week or so. I think that's a good thing. Normally, that would be a terrible thing, but with Trump in the White House, I believe it's to keep the peace when he announces that, with proof that he won the election, because he won the election. He received more votes than anybody in history in a presidential election. And there's so much evidence that, I mean, a guy right out of law school yesterday could figure it out. So we are on the verge of preparing. We're on the verge of a major situation. I mean, potentially some high profile legal actions, up to and including arrests. And we all know that the left is going to fucking come completely unhinged if Biden's not put into that White House, which is what all the other channels are. They're playing this game as though he's the president-elect, and he's not. So that is kind of what we're dealing with. Let me know if you even get this video. And please, if you go to Clapper, find me under LMS Tactical and let me know you're there from this YouTube channel so I can tell if my message is getting out and blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, stay safe. I do put a lot of South African stuff on Clapper because YouTube and everywhere else will take it off. They won't let me show it. It's too violent. So I am pushing this whole South African thing with the arson and the fires and the killings and the bullshit. That every time you guys send me videos on WhatsApp, please keep sending them, because now that I'm on Clapper, I load them right up to Clapper. So don't stop sending me that stuff. Some of you have slowed down. You kind of thought I've disappeared, but I'm pushing your message through Clapper as well as our own message, because we're all in this shit together. All right. What happens to us affects you and vice versa. In the meantime, stay safe. Have a very Merry Christmas. If you don't hear from me, I'm sure you will hear from me, but if not, have a very Merry Christmas and stay safe. All right. God bless America. God bless all of the freedom-loving people wherever in the world they may be. Stay safe. LMS.